How can you tell the truth without causing offense? Telling the truth is something we're all taught. But telling the truth without hurting others is a higher skill where language isn't just about facts, but about kindness, awareness, and empathy. In professional settings, a true comment, if poorly delivered, can still damage trust. Truth isn't wrong, but how we offer it makes all the difference. Truth has power, but only when delivered with an understanding of people and context. Tell the truth as if you're giving someone something valuable, not unloading your own burden. Many confuse the right to speak the truth with the right to hurt others using truth. But truth, when stripped of compassion, becomes a weapon. In a team meeting, someone bluntly said, "I think your idea is weak and off." The comment had a grain of truth, but its tone and phrasing made the recipient feel diminished, not guided. The result? Disconnection, not because of the message, but because of the method. Telling the truth isn't about dominating silence, it's about knowing when, how, and why to speak. Kind people don't hide the truth, they choose to offer it like a gift, not a verdict. Tone is the first thing people hear, even before content. The same sentence, "I think you could improve your presentation," delivered with a gentle tone, and empathetic. Eye contact conveys goodwill. But if said with tension in the eyes, a sharp voice, and a cold face, it becomes judgmental. Truth has no shape, it borrows tone to enter someone's heart. In professional spaces, the first impression is rarely what you say, it's how you make others feel. When tone lacks humanity, truth becomes a cold broadcast. But when tone carries listening, truth becomes an invitation to understanding. Some truths need to be said, but the best way isn't blunt judgment. It's storytelling or metaphors. Instead of saying, "You're inefficient, try, in Project X. I noticed some delays, what do you think got in the way of meeting the deadline?" This invites reflection rather than resistance. The language of kind truth is the language of invitation, not imposition. People with high emotional intelligence understand. Change doesn't happen because someone's forced. It happens when someone feels understood. Truth, when delivered with constructive language, doesn't wound, it opens doors for growth. A truth may be seen as direct in Germany but rude in Japan, or insensitive in Vietnam. Truth has no fixed form, it's wrapped in culture. Therefore, the key is not just telling the truth, but understanding the cultural context where it's delivered. In multinational settings, a mindful leader asks, how does this culture value transparency? What kind of preparation helps truth land more gently? Communication isn't a monologue, it's a dialogue between culture and human nature. If truth is to become a bridge, it must respect the terrain. Not all truths need to be told immediately. Some truths are like seeds, if sown into dry soil, they won't grow. But if timed right, when trust is built, and hearts are open, a single truth can create transformation. In HR management, new leaders often err by giving blunt feedback too early, before relationships mature. They're not wrong, they're just not in rhythm. Communication skills aren't just about content, they're about sensing emotional timing. Sometimes, not yet is a form of wisdom. Truth has power, but only timely truth has life. A senior manager once shared how he gave feedback to a talented but inconsistent employee. Instead of saying, "You lack responsibility," he told a story. "My former boss once told me, talent without consistency makes people afraid to trust you with big tasks." The employee didn't argue, he reflected. A year later, that person became a team leader not because his skills changed, but because his attitude did. Truth, when wrapped in a story, and carried with empathy, doesn't wound, it plants the seed of transformation. That's not just communication, it's the art of guidance. Truth can hurt, but what truly shuts people down is the feeling of being judged. When someone tells you the truth with softness in their eyes and words that listen, you don't feel condemned, you feel cared for. That's the difference between those who want to be right, and those who want to connect. People who want to be right just speak. People who want connection speak to preserve hearts. A kind truth can sustain a relationship even when the message is hard to hear. Because when people sense you're not trying to hurt them, but trying to grow with them, they won't turn away. Truth doesn't close the door if it's opened with the heart. Truth should not be avoided, but it also should not be delivered like a hammer. Telling the truth is an art, where language must walk with empathy, timing, and relational awareness. What we say may be right, but if our delivery wounds, the truth loses its power to heal. Mature communication is responsible communication. Knowing how to lay truth on the table like a gift and wrapped with both hands, genuine and kind. From now on, don't just ask, should I tell the truth? Ask also, How can I say it in a way that honors the other person? If this message speaks to you, click like to support the spirit of responsible communication, share to help others speak truth without harm, and follow to keep learning the art of thoughtful human connection.